So this is a video I've sort of been hinting at doing for a little while now. I want to talk quickly about cameras and doing this. Now, I did talk about getting this a while back, and I've used it for some of my streams and some of my videos. And well, I want to give you a heads up. And after about a month, 6 weeks of using it, what do I think about it? Greetings, Dave here, DCBFX. I want to talk about this camera, the Insta360 Link. It's a good camera, but I want to let you know I'm recording this on my Sony ZV-1 with Cam Link 4K. And here's the reason why. So there it is there. Let me pull this back up top now. So this is the reason why. Here, let me get me in a frame here. This is, right here, the Sony ZV-1 with the Cam Link. And this is the Insta360. Same lighting. And yeah. So that's just a concern I have with it. I have tried and tried to get the Insta360 looking as good as the Sony. And all the settings I've done, it just doesn't quite do it justice. I'm going to pop back out of this again. So it just, I tried, set the temperature and set, the ISO and set the f-stop, all these things to make it work better. And I just had a heck of a time doing it. It just wasn't coming through as nice as the Sony ZV does come through with the Cam Link. It always comes through so nice and crisp and clean. And I've been using the Insta360 for my last, say, 4 or 5 streams. And when I look at them on YouTube, they're a little bit darker, they're a little bit more muddled, a little bit's going on. And it just wasn't as good as it could be. So I wanted to give sort of an honest review on this because I've been playing with it for a couple weeks and I've done it for my desk things. But it's very cool because it does allow me to do. So it allows me to do the head down, which is really good. I've got to set it up so that I didn't have my audio hooked up through there. So, but it allows me to do that very quickly. And it's great. And I was using my phone to do that before because I would just set it up and hang it down and do what I need to do. But just having this here and being able to do that is cool. It also does some cool features, like it does the follow. So you put your hand up and it recognizes you can say, all right, now track me. And it does the track me stuff. And you also can use it. You can do a whiteboard with it. It comes with some stickers that you put on the corners of your whiteboards and you go whiteboard and it finds the whiteboard and it zooms in. So it's such a really cool feature. I don't have a whiteboard. I could have a green board. I could put my green screen up, have a green board, but I don't have that. So that's not a feature I really need right now. But it is, let's put it this way. If you're getting started and you need a good camera, it's a good camera. If you need something good to do, some of those things like I'm doing here, like I'm doing, it's a good camera. The thing is, I'm in year 3 of doing this. I started off doing this desktop stuff with my Sony XP33 4K camcorder. Then I got the ZV-1, which is a great camera with the Cam Link. I was using the Cam Link with the camcorder as well. It's a great thing to do that. And I'm recording this all in OBS. It's good for what it's doing. It actually looks great. The reproduction is fantastic. And actually, I remember 1 or 2 I did these. I had soft skin on and it just, what happened to my face? Turned that off and went back to the way it is now. The color reproduction and the throughput and everything, I'm happy with this. And in the grand scheme of things, I can bring this in as 4K 30. The Insta360 can come in as 4K 30. I was originally looking at the Elgato Facecam Pro 4K 60, and it does a lot of the same features that the Insta360 does. It's a PTZ camera, pan, tilt, zoom. If I were to go over there, I could move it around and do all the things on the screen. I'm not going to do that right now because, well, I'm not going to. But you can do that too with the Facecam Pro, and basically you set your things, and it had such a huge sensor you can do that. But I sit here in front. I sit right here in front of the camera and I talk about things. I do all these things. I don't really need that PTZ stuff other than, like I showed, the head down, which is very good. It's a little bit of an expensive camera for just head down, but it's going to do the job for me for other things. Plus, it makes a good video for me to talk about things. So like I say, if you're starting out, you want to get going with doing this, you need a camera because you're going to be the next big streamer, and you've got your game face on. You're doing all these things with your game, and you need a camera to do it. This is a good camera. This is a very good camera. But if you're going to do things like I'm doing, I already have the equipment. I'm not going to sort of turn my back on my very nice Sony camera to go to this Insta360. It's good, but it's not great. I think in the grand scheme of things, I would probably give this a B+. It's good. I did like one feature of it though that works really well. When I turn on OBS, the camera's on. I've learned early on that if I want to make this camera work with this cam link with this OBS, turn the camera on, turn OBS on. It's going to work every time. For the longest time, I would turn it on and go, oh, I didn't turn the camera on, and I have to fight and fight and fight and fight with OBS to get it to work to see the camera. Nope, it's got a couple 4K cam links. Nope, 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 nope. Now just turn the camera, have the cam link plugged in, turn on OBS. Every time, good to go. But with the Insta360, it's good. It just, oh, we got a signal, let's do this. It also has a very cool thing it does. It does the privacy very well. It doesn't have a privacy cover on it, but as soon as you turn it off, the camera goes, oh, we're looking at stuff. Oh, don't, all right. We're looking at stuff. Oh, we're done? Done. It goes straight down, nothing's looking. So even if someone were able to get into your system and hack it, turn it on, they can't. Not going to happen. So, that's good for that. But I would, for someone starting out, I would definitely recommend this camera because it does a lot of very good things. It can do some very cool things for you. It has a lot of neat features to it. It's just not features that I need. So I'm much happier just doing this, what I'm doing. So there you go. I've been threatening to do this for a while, and now I have. I just wanted to get that out there to say, you know what, this is great. But up here in Canada, it's a little more money than would be in the States. It's still, very good camera price point, but the Canadian dollar versus the US dollar is what it is. I'm happy with the equipment I have. I'm going to stick with it. I just thought this was a good deal. I got it. It was tax-free. So, that's a nice, good feature as well, too. So that is my wrap up on the Insta360. I think it's a good camera. I just don't think, for me, for my purposes, I don't think it's a great camera. So I'm going to stick with what I have. I'm going to stick with tried and true, and I'm going to move forward with that. So that is the video for today. Everyone have a great day. Talk to you all.